Welcome to Get More Happy. We invite you to journey with us as we find ways, big and small, to get more happy in your life.
Hello, welcome to Get More Happy. I think I already said that in the intro, but
Yeah.
it's okay. That's all right. It's my voiceover.
Yeah.
So we're doing our happiness lists.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because last week I cut it off super fast and was like, we're done. And the reason is we're trying to keep them to 15 minutes. If I can keep them under 15 minutes, even when I add our little intro that's only like 8 seconds long, then we can post them directly to Instagram, and the whole video can be on Instagram, which I think is easier for people. We reach more people instead of people trying to click through, and it's always such a pain in the behind to try to click through and everything. So I will try to be more intentional this time.
And not just say, and it's over.
Yeah. On that note, we do have a YouTube channel. Please subscribe, please comment, please whatever. We have our website, which is getmorehappy.com, and all of our content is on our website. And then we do post on Instagram and Facebook.
Yes.
And so every week our content should be in all of those places, and whichever method that you seem to watch us on, please like and comment and subscribe.
Yay.
Yay. So we are doing our 52 lists for happiness. This is weekly journaling, semi-weekly, inspiration for positivity, balance, and joy by Moorea Seal. It was a Christmas gift for me a couple years ago. So today, the first one we're going to do is list 18. List the things about yourself that you don't need to change. I love it.
I thought you were going to say don't like.
No.
Okay, now I'm
No, we're going for positivity.
I like it.
Yeah. So this is basically a love fest.
It really is.
Yeah.
And I love myself.
I know. I don't need to change how I interact with people.
Me either, even though I am loud and obnoxious.
I don't need to change my tender heart. Yeah.
Me either, even though it makes me cry a lot.
Yeah. This is kind of a weird one, but a couple of years ago when my youngest daughter was getting ready to move to college, and it was like, what do I want out of life, and should I be contributing more financially to, me and my husband? And, I sat down, I've done this several times, and I've sat down and kind of been like, should I get a full-time job instead of my part-time job? I've also done it in, should I get a more expansive part-time job? My problem with getting a more expansive part-time job is that I would have to work more hours for less pay. So that's gone. And then I sat down and I've listed all the things I want out of a job. And my job, it hits almost all of them. I really, and during quarantine, it just reaffirmed how much I miss what I do. So I feel like I am making a difference. I feel like I'm pouring my heart into that. So my job is something I do not need to change.
Ooh, I like it.
Very cool.
I do not need to change. Well, I say this, I really don't need to change the way I parent very much, although I'm always tweaking it.
Right.
So it's not that I'm not going to change anything. But I definitely do not need to change my friends. I have some awesome friends, and they've been my friends for a very long time.
That is super cool. All right.
What they say.
Take action. Set a reminder on your phone or calendar to reread this list on this day 1 year from now to remember all the ways that you do love yourself and are proud of who you are.
Aww.
Do you know, I have a friend, actually Renee, who sets reminders on her phones for things like 11/11, Make-A-Wish, right? And she has like different ones that are like angel reminders.
Aww.
And it just, I think she said one was like, 123 or something like that, 1, 2, 3. And it just is kind of like a reminder to stop what she's doing and like just super fast reminder
That's nice.
of love. So that's kind of cool.
I like that.
All right, list 19. List the ways that you think someone you love would describe you.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Okay, I actually have this one.
Okay.
Only because we finally did hit my 50th birthday. And one of the gifts that my kids thought of was in the middle of quarantine and all these thoughts of a big birthday. Our birthday trip got canceled. Anything we would have done, you know, right? So and I've been not working yet. I go back soon.
This is a sweet gift.
This was a
great idea.
And so they contacted the people that on my Facebook, whatever, and asked them that, to write a note as to how I have affected their lives. Mm-hmm. So I actually have like a bunch of notes how people would describe me.
Well, throw a couple of the things out there that kept being said.
I actually cried, so that was good.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them were just about like how my positivity,
which is huge.
It is huge. I'm happy about that. Some of them were about my ability to talk to people, to see them and hear them, and so that's something I'm very proud of. Some of them were just about things I didn't even know I had done to affect people.
Aww.
Yeah, so those were really special. So yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
It makes you feel good about
yourself. It does make me feel good about myself.
How people would describe me. Oh, definitely people, the funny things they would describe me as: loud. I am loud. Really high strung, like way too much energy. I say too much, but I love it.
Yeah. And these are people who love you.
Yeah. But they'll still say that.
Yeah, mine will too.
I have tons of energy.
Mine will too.
Thoughtful.
Mm-hmm.
People definitely say I'm thoughtful. A good mom. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how to word this, but I always stay in touch with all my family, and everybody appreciates that. So whatever that is.
So I want to take this one in a different direction now.
Okay.
How about we tell each other the way we would describe each other?
All right. I already did this because I wrote you the letter.
I know, but no, everybody gets to know.
So I can't even remember everything I wrote in the letter, but you are definitely a great listener. You are very open-minded, and so you give good advice because you give advice knowing who I am. You don't give me advice on the way you would do it. You give me advice with my spin on it,
Mm-hmm.
So that's really
I do work hard at that.
I know you do.
Yeah.
I know you do. You are always there for me. I think I'm a good friend to you, but you are a great friend to me. I mean, I don't know that I can ever give back what you've given to me.
Aww.
That's true. And I'm thoughtful, but you sometimes way outdo me in the thoughtfulness because you think about things I just don't even think about. Like,
I think we think about different things.
Well, that's probably true.
Yeah.
That's probably true.
It's a balance.
And then I didn't put this in the letter because it wasn't about me, but you are an amazing mom, and I tell you this all the time. I love the way you've mothered your kids. I love the way you've raised your kids. They're independent thinkers. There's not 1 centimeter of them that doesn't know how loved they are. So, there you go. Yay.
I'm going to say that you are an amazing advocate. And that's something that I've always admired about you, that you are extremely loyal and you will fight for what you believe in.
Aww.
And that is huge. And that's something really, really special that you've given to me, is that whenever I'm feeling injustice, you're there to be like,
yeah,
I'll take care of it,
I'm your superhero.
You are. You really are. So you're an amazing advocate for the people you love and for the causes that you believe in. You are open-minded. So when you're faced with something that is painful, you don't shy away from it. You tackle it head on, even if it's something extremely hard and painful to get through. You're like, I'm not going to just push it under the rug.
Yeah.
I think that we've done a great job in parenting, so there is that. And You love with all of your heart.
Aww.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Thank
you.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Take action. I didn't read it before, but now go ask them to list their favorite elements of who you are and compare your list to theirs. Don't be shy. It'll make them so happy to tell you why they love you.
Aww.
I was just ahead of my time.
You are always ahead of your time.
Do we want to do one more?
Do we have time?
I think we have time. It depends on what it is. Okay, yeah, we have time. List the happiest people you know.
You. I already knew that one. My friend Michael. My friend Michael that I used to work with, who you've never met, he sends me every single day a personal note. I've mentioned him many times.
Yeah.
But he has had transplants. He has had all sorts of like health issues. He was an ex-military, was over in Afghanistan. He just always has a smile on his face and always sees the silver lining. So that's a huge one. Gosh, I feel under pressure. I don't want to miss anybody.
No.
I have a lot of happy friends.
I know. Well, how about we do this then? Instead of talking about the happiest people we know, how about we talk about the ways that the happiest people we know express themselves?
Ooh, I like that.
Right? So like you had just said how Michael always sends you a text. And this way we don't have to feel like we're missing anybody.
I like that. Go ahead, list them and then I'll list them.
I think that, I work with an older population. And so I know quite a few people that have had a lot of trauma in their life, both physical and emotional, in the past, currently, or whatever. And the people who choose, I'm in pain, but I'm still going to live my life. I have this huge trauma, but I'm going to choose not to let that be my focus. Yeah.
I have people in my life who have been unbelievable victims of, could be a lot of different things.
Yeah.
And of course, when you're victimized, you're a victim for a period of time.
Exactly.
But they have pulled themselves out of that role and turned into helping others who are in that situation. And they no longer see themselves as a victim. It's like a survivor or just a person.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's the people, when faced with adversity, can overcome the weight of that to still find joy in life and still spread joy. In whatever manner, whether that be their conversations with you, their sparkling attitude, the texts every day, whatever way they show that expression, that they are not letting the weight of life bring them down. And some of these people have like horrific stories, and they still, it's like, okay, that doesn't define me.
You're right.
I choose how I'm defined.
Yeah.
All right, cool. This one says, how do these people express their happiness? Wow, I'm good at this.
Oh, yeah, you are like
Oh my gosh. This week, try emulating the way that someone you admire expresses their positivity and joy. It might feel uncomfortable or weird at first, but practice makes everything easy. All right. Well, that is it for...
That's a wrap.
That is a wrap. I love it.
All right, well, check us out on YouTube, Facebook,
Instagram, and our website at getmorehappy.com.
Thanks.
Spread the word.
Bye.
Bye.